Well, I'm going to have to splice it. I did not want to have to go through a video editor to do this, but it looks like I'm not going to have any choice. So anyway, I'm at the entrance, and we go into what they call, let's see, I can get this, there we go. So this is the cutting room, will be what they call the cutting room, where you come in and do pilot tracks. I've got these two little cubicles framed up, which are known as isolation booths, and there'll be a door with a glass window in it, and on each one there's two of them, one there and one over here, and then this larger area that's outside. Uh, this opening here in this wall is a window that'll go, and the room beyond is the control room. And if you've noticed, I've double walled it to help isolate sound to bleeding through. It'll be interesting to see how that works. All the walls in here are double walled except for the isolation booths. And then up above the isolation booths, I have this little loft for equipment storage. And that's really about all there is to it. This little house was really poorly constructed, and I'm having to add some stiffeners up here in the attic. I haven't done that. We just started it on this end. Framed some 2x4s up to the rafters, and I'm going to do the same thing in this next room over here. If I go through this doorway, is going to be the rehearsal room, and I'll have a drum kit probably set up in that corner, and keyboards over here, and I may, on that wall there, I may put a video screen. I still haven't really thought out all the video aspects of what I want to do. So this room, or this doorway right here, goes into, well, the control room, which I showed you through that other window, and we'll get to that in a minute. But I've framed in for a bathroom. There's a shower basin, and then over underneath the ladder there'll be a toilet, and then in this corner there'll be a sink, and you can see the plumbing's already roughed in for it. But one feature that I added is kind of a postscript. Is I thought it would be real handy to have a bar sink right next to the bathroom, or next to the control room. I've found in the studio in Austin that I go to, it's kind of something that you need. Up above is this little loft for the hot water heater, and I may put some other equipment up there, but right now I wanted to put the hot water heater in the basement, but there was a code issue with it, according to my electrician. So one thing, see, these exterior walls, I furred them all out another 2 inches. They were originally 4 inches. Well, I heard from my electrician that the city's requiring, on all renovations, I guess, or remodels, that we use 6-inch insulation on the exterior walls, which is I had contemplating doubling those walls up anyway for sound purposes, because there's dogs in the neighborhood that bark, and I'm probably going to have some sort of acoustical treatment on all the windows anyway. So I thought it was a good idea to go ahead and thicken up those walls, make them 6 inches, help absorb some of the sound from the outside. Um, Down here in the floor, I added a hatch that goes down into a small basement where all the plumbing is, and there is actually access from the outside on 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 this exterior wall right here, but it's not as convenient, so I just added a floor hatch there. I've also added up above an attic ladder that pulls down, and I have 10-foot ceilings in here. I didn't realize that at first when I was doing the design drawings, but there's 10-foot ceilings, so I'm going to have some storage space. Above, I've got on the drawings, I have these. I have a equipment racks that are going to go in this wall, and right here the electricians roughed in some fourplex outlets. Man, he put one into the bathroom. I wonder if I might have to ask him about that, what that's about. Well, that'd be handy. I don't have a problem having one there. Huh. Oh well. And then above, I've got a console or a table that I'm going to build in, kind of a desk that'll go along this wall underneath that observation window, and over here underneath the window it'll continue, kind of an L-shaped big desk. And then up above there will be equipment racks, and I have a couple of fourplex outlets there that'll service the equipment in those equipment racks. And then there'll be storage above those equipment racks, and also this equipment rack over here. It'll go on this wall. So that pretty much covers the studio part. Because this is residential property, I've got to put in, a bathroom and a kitchen, and so we're redoing the bathroom over here. I mean the kitchen over here at this end, and hold on, let's see. Yeah, there's the plumbing rough end, and there's a gas rough end down there for an oven. And then right here I had to, the plumbing code actually requires that I put a washing machine hookup, so there's that right there next to the oven. And then I'll have an electric dryer hookup on the opposite wall next to the refrigerator. And then let's see, what else? I'm going to replace that door. All the home runs for the electrical service will go to a 200 amp box on that little wall next to the door. What else? That's about it. I'm probably going to put a big marker whiteboard on that wall, and there's enough room in here to have kind of a conference table, I think. And it's absolutely something for a lunch table. So that's about it. I'm going to post this on YouTube this afternoon, and anybody's got any questions or comments, I'll welcome them. I guess the only thing I haven't covered, I covered some of the electrical. He's about halfway done on the electrical, I think, on the rough end anyway. And The only thing I haven't covered, I am going to have central heat. I don't know about air conditioning. It doesn't get so hot here in the summer, maybe 1 month, that it gets a little warm. But I haven't decided yet, but I will have at least central heat, and it's going to go up in the attic. And I may wind up putting AC in it. I know there's quite a bit of a heat load in the, especially in the control room where you've got equipment. So that's about it. Yeah, post any questions you got, and I'll just give you a little tour outside while we're here. I'm going to redo this porch too. It's a mess. All the wood's kind of deteriorated. There's a bunch of the lumber we pulled out that had been burned by the fire that was in here. There's my gas line. And can you see that? That's the exterior access. There's my gas line, gas meter. Really got some decent views around here. One thing I'm going to have to pay attention to is the railroad schedule, because I don't know that I'll be able to ever get enough acoustical insulation on this little building to drown that out. I'm going to have to pay attention to their schedule coming through town. So that's it, folks. Hope you enjoyed it.